Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Today it's the Tuesday 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to follow this team, you go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy. Click on the playlist and go to Tuesday 4 p.m. A lot of these guys have been with me all summer. Felicia has been with me since last February. So we love this cast, a great cast of people. Tristan's probably our newest baby up there. And I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection, and let's introduce our cast today. I just mentioned Tristan.
Hi, guys.
And Kyle.
How's everyone doing? Hope you have fun today.
Melissa.
Hey, well.
George.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the show.
And Felicia.
Hey, all my beautiful people. Mwah! Y'all are awesome. Thanks for watching. And Merry Almost Christmas. Woo!
Okay, well, our first one, speaking of Christmas and holidays, is we have holiday gripes. And a lot of people have gripes about the holidays. And here is 6 different gripes. The cast can each choose one of them and put it next to their name. And that's what they'll be griping about. So we have in-laws, we have gifts, we have travel, we have drunks, we all have those come over. We have food, we have crowded stores. So once again, we have in-laws, gifts, travel, food, crammed stores, crowded stores, and drunks. Now, travel can include, obviously, airline travel. Then you have to deal with airports. So we do have travel up there. We have gifts up there. We have drunk. And it kind of tells you what each one of these people really is symbolic of. Is Melissa must have some drunks in her family. George probably has to get too many gifts, and he's pissed off. Felicia always has to travel probably to her husband's in-laws, her in-laws. And instead of going to her, who knows what they're... crowded stores. Tristan's very upset with that. And Kyle doesn't know how to type. So he's still learning, Kyle. You know, the California education system is in the shithole, so they don't teach him how to write until they're in college. So Kyle, do you want to tell me what you are, Kyle, if you can't type it in there?
Yeah, I'm long lines.
Well, we have stores. I guess crowded stores. You can still do long lines. That's fine. Okay, let's get ready to start griping. And, you know, I think I'd like to hear from Melissa first and the drunks in her family.
Welcome. Ken, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. One of the problems that I have when we have a gathering is, there's always that one person that comes bringing the cheer of the holidays, in addition to imbibing too much in the holiday festivities. And then they end up talking about politics at the table while inebriated and uninformed. The next thing you know, they're spilling everything. Then they end up inadvertently making innuendos to your grandma. And, I know she doesn't get a thrill very often, but let's be reasonable.
Let's hear George and gifts. Oh, we can't hear you. There you go. Now we can
I
hear
hate
you.
the concept. You never get anything you want, right? You can make a list, you can check it twice, you can be not naughty and not nice or whatever that stupid thing is, but you put the stuff on the list and then you don't get it. Picture this. You're 6'4", you have 36-inch arms, right? Sleeves, you need that. You tell your mother over and over again, you gotta get me a 36-inch sleeve in my dress shirt. What do you get every year? 34, 35. And what's the conversation? Oh, try it on and it will fit. And you say to your mom, Mom.
What happened? What just happened?
And you say, oh, that's great, Mom, because it's not going to fit. Okay. Huh? What about that? Huh? Who wants to live in that? I'd rather go buy it myself after Christmas when it's on sale and it's cheap, right? And I can pick out something that actually fits me. Oh, I have more stories, Ken. I have more.
I can't wait to hear more. Let's hear about crowded stores first.
Oh my God, I hate the holiday season for this exact reason. You go to crowded stores, and first off, you're in a parking lot that's already crowded. You can't find parking. So then you go into the stores, and there's people everywhere. Like, I like people, don't get me wrong, but these people are so, they're everywhere. You turn my shoulder, they're right there. I'm looking at different clothes. I'm looking at different electronics. They're right there. They're right in my way. It's like, move, and it's COVID, and move, and I'm trying to, 6 feet, and they're everywhere. Then you go to a different store and be like, oh, finally, nobody's in here. And then you turn around and it's like 50 other people just walk in. And the store can only fit like 5 people in it. And sometimes people are like climbing on top of your shoulders trying to get things on top shelves. It's like, oh, can you get away from me, please? I hate how long the lines are, how many people are in there. How this lady even stole something in my basket. It was so crowded in there.
How about Felicia?
I can't get over the fact people.
Oh my gosh! Just don't get me started on this crazy holiday travel and traffic specifically, okay? So my own little business, I'm 2 car lengths away from that pretty little red truck right in front of me. It's like a dually thing, and I'm minding my own business. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just slams on those brakes, and my 2 car lengths are just, wow! And I'm just stop breath from smacking into him and ruining my vacation.
Ooh.
Woo! Don't get
Long
me started,
lines.
okay? I got more. I gotta breathe.
So yeah, long lines. Tristan basically mentioned it. Yeah, because of how long the lines are, you can never get anywhere. If you just want to get out and like buy your item, you have hours and hours of just people checking out their stuff. And those people could have 50 to maybe even hundreds of things in their cart. And by the time they get to the register, they change their mind on a couple of things. They start arguing. It's like, oh, wait, no, actually, I want this in a different size. And the whole complicated process. It's just so annoying.
Drunks.
Okay, so I have a confession to make, okay? So I'm actually the drunk in the family, and these are just things that I'm repeating that I heard. But Grandma, she was having some issues, and I wanted to make her feel good. So I said, Grandma, you got nice tits. That's all I said. I don't think it's a big deal. And then somebody mentioned my breakup, and then I started to cry.
Gifts, George.
During the holidays.
And how about this one? My family's cheap, so we play this stupid game where we just buy one gift and we put them all in the middle, and then each person can pick the gift they like the best, right? But your brother-in-law, who happens to be the one drinking too much, you know what I mean, Melissa? He decides he doesn't want to give up his gift at the end when we have this stupid little rule about how you can steal one of the gifts back. So he ends up in a fight in the middle of the circle. It's like you're watching pro wrestling on a holiday evening, right? Who needs it?
Crowded stores.
30 minutes I was stuck on the escalator at the store because nobody would move. So we constantly had to keep moving our feet up and down on this escalator the entire time. No one would move. There's nothing there. And finally, when you do get to the bottom, the store's closed. There's so many people that were there. They left me there. And I didn't even get the gift I wanted to get for my family.
Travel.
And it just sucks because there's people everywhere.
So I just laid down on my horn, hopped my little fancy booty out of that car, and I didn't want to do it, but it just, I hate when it does that. Yeah. Oh.
Long lines.
I'm going to whack him so hard as I.
So yeah, I mean, people are just blind. It's like sometimes people would just walk in and they would assume the line's this way, and then they would cut in, and then the guy would be like, hey, what are you cutting for? And then it starts a fight, and it messes up the whole structure of the line. It just makes it all complicated, and by the time you get there, it's like the store is most likely close to closing, or we have to start the line all over again, and it's just
One sentence, Melissa. Drunks.
yeah.
Cheers.
Wow, that was fast. Gifts, George.
And that's why I love day after Christmas sales.
Crowded stores.
There's a thing called shopping online, everybody.
Travel.
So he had the audacity to ask me out. Said I was cute and I was angry.
Long lines.
Fucking people just need to chill.
And that is holiday gripes. Boy, you guys made the holidays so much fun. We're all getting ready to go into Christmas now. Hanukkah's, I think, just about over. If it's not over, I think it's over in the last couple days. This is fantastic. I can't wait for Christmas, and thank God I'm not traveling and going to any stores, and I have no drunks coming over. And I haven't got my gifts yet, George, but you've got me worried. Well, we're now going to go on to Judge Kent. Okay, so the plaintiff will be Felicia, so if you want to put that next to your name, plaintiff. The defendant's going to be Kyle. So Kyle, go ahead and put that next to your name. The witness is going to be, for the plaintiff, is going to be Melissa. The witness for the defendant is going to be George. And Tristan, you'll be sitting outside as my bailiff, waiting to let no one in the courtroom, please. Okay? All right, well, this is Judge Kent. Now, this is a case of the defendant, Kyle, was supposed to take care of the plaintiff's, Felicia's rare bird, and she left for a weekend. Upon returning, the bird was missing, and this was a very expensive rare bird, over $10,000. And let's go to Felicia first. And Felicia, what's your relationship with Kyle, the defendant?
So Kyle was my best friend back in high school and in touch ever since. And I felt like with my precious baby, I could 100% trust Kyle with my rare baby, my blue macaw. You know, there are only 6 on this planet. 6.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell me exactly. You had Kyle come over. It was Friday. Did you give him any instructions about the bird?
Absolutely. Are you kidding? I had a 7-page list with bullets and typed. I gave him every instruction on the planet. Exactly when to feed, exactly when to sing, because my baby needs to be sang to and talked to, and especially at specific times because, you know, it has a little bit of separation anxiety. So there's specific songs. I gave him a detailed list, and he came over on Friday, and he started at 5:00 p.m.
Okay. And now, was the bird in a cage?
Well, I don't like to use that word. I prefer enclosure. And also, just for those listening, understand this takes up the size of a master bedroom. So it's kind of like, you know, a mansion for a mansion enclosure.
Okay, so you're saying you have your bird is in a room the size of a master bedroom. And obviously, is there a door in which the bird can get in and out? Do you actually use a human door, or is it still like a cage door?
Well, remember, it's called enclosure. We don't use cages because that's mean. So the enclosure, yes, is similar to that old timey scary cage thing, but way bigger and fancier, and it does have its own door.
Okay. Now, since it's such a large enclosure, can you walk into this enclosure? Physically walk in and play with the bird? You can. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Did you tell Kyle at any time to go in? Was that one of your 7-page bullet points, that he could actually go in and interact with the bird, or you just wanted him to feed the bird and give the bird water and not play with the bird?
Oh, no, absolutely. There has to be a minimum of 12 different reaction times and interactions in person to keep my Bluey safe and comfortable and to help with the separation anxiety. So absolutely go in and do all the things on my list and sing and love and all the specifics. Yes.
Okay. Now, when you left, the bird was obviously fine. What happened upon your return?
Yes. When I came back, and of course, I've been checking on my baby and calling Kyle, you know, I tried not to call too much, but at least every 15 minutes. And so it had only been 15 minutes before I got home that I had checked on my baby Bluey, and he told me everything was 100% fine. And then I walk in, and baby Bluey's not there. He's not there. I can't find him anywhere, and I'm crying. I'm hysterical, and I can't find baby Bluey. He's not there.
Okay, so let's go over to Kyle. So we obviously know you knew Felicia since high school. You were good friends, best friends, according to Felicia. So she asked you to watch the bird, and you got the 7-page bullet points. Let's go through exactly, did you go in and play with the bird as she asked you to?
Yes, I did. I followed the instructions perfectly. I went in the room. I followed step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to step 15 because that was for the first day. And then the second day goes up to about step 40.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember once I got to step 15 and I was done for the day, I made sure everything was good. The door, the cage, inclusion was locked. Enclosure was locked. And yeah, I went home and everything was fine.
Okay, so wait a minute, let me get this. You went home. So you actually left and went back to your place, leaving the bird there by himself.
Yes.
Okay. Now, she said she called you 15 minutes before she came back, so she obviously was now at the airport, I'm guessing. And she called you from the airport, and you told her that the bird was there, but were you in the house, or did she just call you and you were at your house at the time of the phone call?
So I was at my house, but I did know the last time I was there, the bird was still perfectly fine and everything was okay. So yeah.
And when was that last time? When was that last time?
So about Saturday night.
And now this is Sunday. So you didn't even go over to the house anytime on Sunday?
Unfortunately, no, because at that time, that was when I heard the bird was missing. So I spent all Sunday just kind of searching for the bird, and I tried calling anybody I knew who might have saw bird.
Okay, so now wait a minute now. So you're saying you saw the bird on Saturday, but then you didn't go over there Sunday, but then you would spend all day looking for the bird on Sunday. There's kind of some holes here in your story. Why would you tell Felicia that you know the bird's okay? Were you just trying to cover yourself, hoping you'd find the bird in that time?
Yes, that was because it definitely wasn't my fault that the bird went missing, because I followed the instructions like what she wanted, and then when I heard the news that the bird was gone, I obviously had to do whatever I can to find it.
What news? Who told you the bird was gone?
So I talked to the neighbor before heading to her house, because we are also friends with the neighbor.
Okay.
And she basically told me, it's like, hey, so were you here earlier? And then I was like, no, why? And then she was just like, I don't know. I think the door was unlocked, and I think I saw somebody coming through. I thought that was you. And right when she told me that, I knew the bird was gone, because typically if the bird was around, you'd hear him calling out or asking to play because there's nobody in the house.
Okay. All right, well, let me go to Melissa, who's Felicia's witness, the plaintiff witness. Melissa, how do you know Felicia?
Felicia and I take yoga together and we have become friends. And she told me about this amazing recipe that had some tofu in it. And she wasn't answering my texts about tofu, and we live just around the corner. So I stopped by her house on Saturday to be like, yo, do you have any tofu for this recipe? And lo and behold, this young person answers the door that is clearly not Felicia, and he's wearing boxers, has a martini and a feather in his mouth. So I was like, excuse me, where is Felicia? And he was like, she is out of town and I am watching her house. And I said, fine, do you have any tofu? And he said, no. And I said, okay, well, bye.
Okay. And is this man in the courtroom now, or you can describe him if we get a description from you at some point?
Well, he's got like black hair and full lips and a boyish face.
Okay, it sounds like you're describing Kyle. Let's go now to Kyle's witness, George. So, George, how do you know Kyle?
Kyle and I have a relationship. We're very close. And I want to say he does like birds and he does like feathers. But I want to say clearly that he did not have that bird in his hand when he came home on Saturday night in his boxer shorts.
Okay, so do you live with Kyle?
Yes, and we're very close. And
Okay.
I want to know, and Judge, I want to tell you that when we had relations that night, he had only red feathers. He had no blue feathers. So he plainly, if he would have gotten a special feather from that bird, he would have used it that night on me. I know he would have. And we only had red feathers. He's an honest person.
Okay. Where did he get these red feathers?
Oh, he gets them all different places. You should see some of his costumes. They're very magnificent. I mean, he dresses up in them and then he takes them off and we rub each other with the feathers. It's wonderful. But I don't think I've seen one blue feather on any of his costumes. None, not one.
So
not
you're
one.
saying that...
And like I said, when he came home that night...
You're saying Kyle collects bird feathers.
Bird feather costumes. They come prepackaged usually. It's not like he makes them or anything like that. He just buys them online on Amazon, usually after Christmas on the sales too, because they can be very expensive.
All right, well, let me go back to Melissa for a second. So, Melissa, you were describing Kyle.
Okay.
Is that who you were describing, who came to the door, Kyle, with a feather in his mouth?
Yes, I believe I made that clear. Yes, there was a man with a boyish face, in boxers, a martini, and a feather in his mouth. I believe I was clear about that.
Okay. All right, I think I'm ready to. I think I'm ready to rule on this case. Okay. It seems like we look back into some back history here, and it seems apparently George has a record of stealing birds, and that George himself, I think, encouraged Kyle to take the bird. And in fact, George says that he doesn't have any feathers like that, but George is also known to use food coloring and change the color of the feathers of the bird. So isn't it true, George, that you asked Kyle to take the bird and just to say, I want to see the bird and we can hang out with the bird and let the bird stay at our house? But then once the bird came to the house, that's when you killed the bird, took the feathers because you love the feather tickling, and that you dyed them red to get rid of any blue images. And then if we went out to your backyard, we'd find a little grave of the bird.
Oh, God, you broke me. Yes, it is. Everything you said happened, except I love the color blue, and I wanted him to use the blue Kyle, I'm sorry. I wanted him to use the blue feathers. I kept 3 of them, Felicia. I kept 3 of them. You can have them. You can have 2 of them back. I want to take 1 with me to jail. Please.
Okay, well, we're not
Please
going to
let me
send
have
you to
one. I
jail,
love
George.
it.
We're going to send you to the Audubon Society. You're going to have to put in 50 hours of working with birds at the Audubon Society. And Kyle, since you're the one who actually took the bird out of the house, you are going to be the one who's going to be having to come up with $10,000. It will be taken out of your paycheck each week. I know you work at Kroger's grocery store, and we're going to be contacting Kroger's and telling them they're going to have to take some money out of your check. So we'll get that money back to you, Felicia, for your bird. It might take about a year because Kyle's on minimum wage. And George, we have a feather outfit you're going to have to wear at the Audubon Society to be embarrassing yourself. You're going to be like Ronald McDonald of the Audubon Society, full of feathers.
Can I say one thing? I think I deserve to go to jail, Judge. Please?
No, you don't deserve to go to jail because people do not want to see you. You're going to have to dress up like a bird. Okay, this has been Judge Kent. The case is closed. George is a birdophile. Okay, all right, so Melissa, you can stay out here. And sorry, Kyle, go ahead and you can go and go work at Kroger's. All right, let's bring out, this is great, let's bring out Melissa and Tristan. They're going to be doing a alphabet debate. The debate's what's better, winter versus summer. Now, since it's alphabet, that means Tristan has to start the scene with the letter A, his sentence. Melissa has to do B. Tristan has to do C. And then Melissa does D, and so on. You get the idea till they go all through all 26 letters. And Melissa is going to have some fun because she's going to get X and Z. So we'll see what she does with those. So we're going to start off with a what's better, winter or summer? Tristan will start with the letter A, and I'm going to minimize myself right now. Unmute.
All right. Winter by far is better than summer. Bottom line.
Beach balls are way better to play with in the summer.
Can you just take a second to realize that winter has Christmas?
Duh, but not everything is about some capitalistic holiday.
Eggnog, cookies, presents.
Fine, I'll give you presents, only if they're for charity.
Gingerbread cookies, when you make the little houses and stuff like that, it's so fun.
Hey, I'm starting to see your way of thinking here.
I knew you would.
Just give me a second to process everything that you're saying.
Okay, did you decide yet that winter's better or what?
Look, I'm trying here, but summer is just bathing suits and popsicles and beer and concerts.
Man, you gotta enjoy Christmas and Hanukkah and all that time. It's the best snow. Everyone's in just a great mood.
No, I'm not buying it.
Oh, come on, Melissa. You have to. At least try.
Please! You haven't even said one nice thing about summer, and I've tried to see things your way.
Quite frankly, summertime is just too hot for me. I like the cold.
Really? What are you? Like, gentle or something? I don't know.
Swedish, but I think that's because I like the wintertime so much, is because, it's cold in Sweden, and I just love it.
Trust me, if you went to the beach and saw the waves and the sun and the parties and the fun, I think you might change your mind, Tristan. I'm telling you.
Ugh, no. I would just sit on the beach, just sitting there under the umbrella. That's it. I can't. Too hot.
Visualize. Honestly, put yourself there. Just take it all in and
What is it going to take for you to agree that wintertime is way better than summertime?
Ecstasy. Maybe, I've had some good trips with some eggs, Yeah, maybe we should, Winter Wonderland with, yeah, we got it.
You got any ecstasy or that would be pretty fun.
Zoloft. That's it. That's all I got. I tried it, it's just not the same. I gave it my best shot, but
All right, very good. That was the alphabet debate. And maybe Zoloft, the new character in Frozen. Okay, so now we're going to do comments. So what we have here is George and Melissa are going to be watching television together, and they have 2 channels. Felicia, come on in. Felicia and Kyle are going to be channel 1, and Felicia's a cougar who's trying to get the youngster to have an affair with her. Okay? So Felicia the cougar is trying to get Kyle the youngster to have an affair with her, and that's going to be playing on channel 1. On channel 2, Tristan's part of the mafia, and I guess he's going to be talking to people off camera about what's going on with the mafia, maybe what hits they're going to do, or maybe what hits they have done. I guess we'll find out. But this is called Comments TV. We should all minimize ourselves, except for Melissa and George, who will set it up, and then they'll bring on channel 1, and we'll bring on Felicia and the young stud Kyle. And this is Comments TV. Go ahead and minimize myself.
I'm so glad we stayed in tonight.
I know, it's been a while. Oh gosh, it feels good to just veg and chill out and see what's going on with the, kind of like just blank out and see what's going on the tube, get some boob tube time in.
Well, it's your favorite show tonight, the Cougar Show. So that'll be awesome. We can start with that one. What do you think?
I think it's great. You're going to watch that with me? Wow.
I'm breaking down. I'm going to watch it.
You are.
Put it on.
Oh, honey.
I won't even be on my iPad,
Thank
all right?
you, honey.
All right.
You're going to love it, I swear. Let's go.
All right.
So, what I was saying was I work out 5 times a week religiously to stay like young and vibrant and healthy so that I really am not my age. What do you think? I mean, what real age do you think I am?
What's he going to say? What's he going to say?
Oh, I'm having trouble hearing you. What did you say?
I think he's like dumbfounded.
I know, right?
You're much younger than you look. So yes, I probably around 20.
I love that so much. You are such a gem. Exactly.
He doesn't believe that shit.
Not for a
Exactly
second.
what the lady at the grocery store, the little girl that she came out and I said something. She said, "Oh, honey, you don't look a day over 20." And I tipped her so good too.
Oh, that's very lovely.
That just tickled my toes.
I bet it did. Obviously, like you, wonderful. You seem like you work out. You stay in.
Yeah, she works out.
You want to work out with me sometime?
Oh, that would be lovely.
Ooh.
Well, I always
Here we go.
reward myself after I work out and slip into the hot tub and the steam room.
Oh, hot tub!
It's really hot.
Yes, it is. It's very hot.
All right, baby. We gotta switch it. We gotta cool down. We can't let the night start this way too early. We better come back. Let's see what's going on in channel 2.
Go to 2. Great.
Oh, it's a boy show. Awesome. We got our each one. Look, I put on the boy show for you.
Look, everybody, we ride tonight at 10 o'clock, which is in 1 hour. We're riding tonight. We are going to hit Cashmere's house so hard. There's no way she breaks up with my son. I say that we just easily kidnap her dad and easily take him out.
Is
There's
this
no
show
way.
gonna be too violent, honey?
I mean,
no.
not only is he
No,
a
I've
cop,
seen this thing before. What he does is he takes the guy and he puts him in like a tank of acid, and then he dumps shit on him. This guy's crazy, man. He's a great actor, though.
Okay.
the dad has been on our case the entire time. And I thought having my son date his daughter was going to make things better. But I guess we were wrong. We were all wrong. So we are
He's
going
a
to,
badass. Oh my god.
I say we take the dad and we just, we tie him up and we throw him with acid. And that's what we do tonight. My poor son has been crying 24/7 since the breakup. And this is not okay. This is not how they treat the mafia to us.
This is what happens in real life in the mafia, man. These guys are freaking nuts.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to go with the fishes. He's going to go down. The mafia of Pennsylvania, that's where we're at. That's where we're at here. Nobody messes with the Pennsylvania mafia.
Go back to
I don't know.
to
This
channel
might
one.
be too
Go back.
violent. Can we just take a... Let's just go back.
It's best night ever. Sex and violence. Go back to the next one.
Okay. We just breathe. Okay.
Breathe, honey.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, so
So,
what are
Go ahead. ahead, Lynn.
what are some of your hobbies?
Well, I definitely love to work out every single day and then slip into the hot tub and the steam room. So those are definite hobbies. What are some of your
Look
hobbies?
out, it's a trap! It's a trap!
Oh, so
It's one he's going to walk into.
I know. These
So-
boys are so dumb at this age, man. I'm
Mm.
telling you. I'm so glad you're older, honey.
oh, you see you're taking off your jacket. Oh, that's
Yeah, I was
wow.
just getting a
Anyway,
little hot. Whew, it's a little warm.
Yes, it is.
I think he's a little
Yeah,
dumb.
that I don't work out, honey, right? Like, I mean,
I
look
love
at
So I
her.
was
every-
trying to figure out
I love
when
every part of it.
if you want to go work out with me and slip in the hot tub, if I should wear my red Brazilian cut swimsuit or my black string bikini. It's a hard decision.
Do you think I'd look
What
like
do
a
you
prune if
think?
I had one of those bikinis, or would I be okay?
Mm,
Dang.
I prefer maybe your red since you're already wearing red right now.
Ooh, what does he look like in a red bikini?
The red is
Starting to-
nice. Yeah. Do you have a
Is-
Speedo?
Honey, maybe you should get a red Speedo.
You have a
You know,
Speedo red?
rock it, baby. Seriously.
Cut that off for a second. Let's go back to the mafia thing.
Oh, all right. But I'm really
And I'm-
picturing you in the red Speedo. I'm going to ruminate on this. Okay, fine. Mafia.
I'll do the Speedo. I'll do the Speedo, and you look great in everything
Okay,
you wear.
no, I'll get popcorn. Yes.
Okay, it's
volume.
9:59. That's the house. Two of you guys go around back, knock down the door, and just be careful. Don't set off the ring alarm they have. Don't be idiots, or else you're going to be swimming with the fishes. All right, we're going to be standing out front. We're going to bust down the door because there's no ring in the front, and we're going to get them. Seems like
Do we need
only
a
he's
ring?
home at this time.
Could this happen to us? Could somebody bust through our door? I'm starting to get really worried.
Absolutely. This is personal. So he's going to fuck him up himself. You understand what's going on, honey? This is going to be awesome.
Hello?
Oh, I
Yeah.
like it
Are
when
you-
you're talking like
Oh,
that.
you guys got back together. Yeah, we weren't gonna do anything to her dad. No.
Look, he's not gonna do
Cut it out. Oh yeah, no. So you guys are going strong. She was emotional. Okay.
emotional.
I'm happy for you guys. All right,
Go.
we're cutting it, guys. They apparently got back together. I think we're good. You
What
already.
the fuck is this? What kind of show is this?
Oh,
We
yay!
went to the
They
wrong
got
house.
back together. It is a love
This is the
story.
wrong
Look at
house.
that.
Go
Good
back
job.
to the other
You guys already
freaking
killed
show,
him?
will you?
All right. Let's go back and see what's going on with the cougar drama. Let's see. Did he get her? Did she get him?
I think this guy's very smart.
So,
Good.
You're
So,
such a lovely
I
kisser.
was thinking, what?
You're such a lovely kisser.
Ooh, look at his hair. Ooh, we missed the kissing part.
Oh, Well,
You made me change it. Yeah.
I was thinking we could make this possibly a weekly, daily meeting.
Oh, they're gonna fall in love now, honey.
I don't see why not. Yes, we definitely can.
Well, I think you're a lovely kisser too, and that massage was off
I
out
missed the
of this
kissing
world, off
part.
the chain.
I love the kissing
Thank you so much. I can say the
I
same.
thought
to
you said they take their clothes off and it's time for the show to end.
I feel
Well,
so
they did. We missed
satisfied,
it.
and I saw
So,
stars. And I
You
You
feel
still get the
so
last minute of the
Right.
Mafia show. Go back to the Mafia show.
Fine.
Oh my God. Okay, now the cops are on our tail because that girl was secretly an undercover cop that knew the whole thing. And then now we're screwed because now they're coming for us and they are just about to knock off my son. Oh my God. Oh, what do I do at this point? This mafia job is so difficult. Ugh.
Oh, honey,
That's
this
it.
is
Shut
a
it off.
show. I
I-
not coming. Did you see that? Did you
Blow
see
up the house. Just blow up the house. We're fine. Let's do it. Who cares? Send a message. Mafia
That's it.
war is going on now.
That's the end. It's a setup for next week. You can kill it now.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey,
It's a
you know
setup
what?
for next week.
That's awesome. I like it when they end on cliffhangers. You know what?
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do for you now?
Tell.
I'm going to go upstairs and put on the red Speedo, and we're going to talk like, and you can make those growling sounds like that woman was doing. I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Well, that's Comments TV, and makes me want to hang out with those two and watch their favorite TV shows. Let's bring in the whole cast right now, and we're going to be doing a piece called Five Corners. Now, because of time, we'll go around twice instead of 3 times. So just know each one of you is going to go around twice. Okay, so George is in the number 1 position. Tristan's in number 2. Felicia's 3. Melissa's 4. And Kyle's 5. Each one of them is going to get a chance to do 2 scenes with the person. So like 1 and 2 and 1 and 5. 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. So each player will get a chance to do 2 different characters. So here's the setups for you. Felicia, you'll be on your 10th wedding anniversary with Tristan. So just put 10th wedding anniversary. Tristan, you're going to be in heaven. So when you're out there with George, you'll be in heaven. George, you're going to be in prison. And so you'll be doing a prison scene with Kyle. Kyle, you're going to be on a bad date with Melissa. And Melissa, you'll be on a road trip with Felicia. So the way it happens is it will start with just a scene with George and Tristan, and it will be the number 2 position, heaven. Then when I say rotate, Felicia will come in, and the scene will be about their 10th wedding anniversary. It will no longer be about heaven. It's about what the new person comes in with. And then when I say rotate, Tristan will leave, and Melissa will come in, and Melissa will be on a road trip instead of being a plaintiff witness. So you'll switch that to road trip if you could, even though a plaintiff witness could be on a road trip. There you go. And then when we go into Kyle, it's going to be a bad date. But he can't put that up there because, again, he doesn't know how to write. So we'll deal with that. Okay, so let's have everybody minimize except for Tristan and George. And this is going to be a scene in heaven. And this is Five Corners.
So, do you ever imagine it would look like this when you die?
No, because I don't think I belong here. I think it's a mistake.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because I wasn't a very good person. I didn't do any of the things. Did you do all the things you were?
Yeah.
You probably did all the things you were supposed to do, right?
I was a missionary, and then I became a pope, and here I am. What are you talking about? You didn't do the right things.
Wow, you went from missionary to pope. You must have been so talented. You know, one of the things I used to talk about all the time was whether or not the pope actually believed in God, because my thinking was, to get to that position, you have to be so political. Did you have to sell yourself out in various ways?
Yeah, I did, but let's not say anything. And the cool thing was, God came down and visited me. I was one of the few.
See, that's so cool. Like, if I always wondered, like, would you really trust somebody who thought like he had the ear of God? But apparently, you were the exception, man.
Yeah.
Rotate.
And 30 years old.
George out. Felicia in.
Oh, Schmooky Poo, can you believe
Hi,
it's
how are
been
you?
10 years? Hi,
I'm so
baby.
excited.
I'm so excited.
You
Can you
just before us the day that we met.
Oh, and you're just as handsome with your little scruff there. I love you.
It's been 10 years and I still can't grow it.
Oh, but you know I love it just that way. I love it just like that. It's perfect, honey. Do you remember our first anniversary on the beach?
I do. The dolphins came by and then they came right up to the sand. And then they both did their little dolphin call. And then out there on the beach was dinner, candlelit,
Yes.
everything for you.
It was
how long-
perfect. Do you remember
Rotate.
the sunset?
Melissa in, Tristan out. Road trip. Stay out there, Felicia.
All right, darling. Mummy's ready to go. I've been waiting for this for many years, and I'm so excited that you're finally going to take me to see your fella.
Well, I'm just so excited. You look so divine, and I just can't imagine. I'll just introduce you to my guy, and I hope you love him, and we can play games and play Scrabble and have bonbons, play some cards.
Darling, I hope that you don't act like the Pippi Squeal around your mate. I believe I have raised you to be more reserved. Keep your eyes on the road, for goodness sake, when we are speaking, child. Have you forgotten your upbringing? Carry on.
Mommy.
Tell
Sorry,
me
Mommy.
something. What does he do?
Well, so try to keep an open mind when I tell you this, but he's a musician, a really good musician in a band, a real band.
I believe I heard you say that he is in a very prestigious orchestra. Yes.
Well, that's a side gig that he does, like I think one weekend a month. That's the side gig, the orchestra part, but the main gig is the band.
Rotate. Bad date. Felicia out. Kyle in.
Hey.
Hi. I'm just a little worried about germs.
I get
And
that.
I
You
just
do-
want to make it clear that there's going to be no intimacy. This is a barrier in case you were wanting to kiss this. That is like 15th date, mister, so don't you get any ideas.
Wow, 15.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we'll see if we get there.
14
Anyway.
if you're lucky and you do stuff right.
Okay. Hopefully. What have you been up to during these crazy times?
Well, just the other day I was teaching my class how to dissect some things. You should have seen the kids' faces. Some of them are big wussies and can't handle it at all.
I bet. Yeah. Sounds fun.
Rotate. Kyle out.
Tell me
Kyle stay.
something.
Melissa out. Kyle's in. George, come in prison.
Well, at least we're together, and I kept the feather.
That's true. You were very obvious though, like the way you were acting, and like obviously the judge just saw right through you, and here we are.
Well, do you know I had to actually stalk his house to be put in here with you?
Oh, really?
Rotate.
That's a nice touch.
Tristan in. Kyle out. Heaven.
I've been demoted. They figured it out.
You're in hell? How are we talking?
I'm I'm about to go. I leave tomorrow on the next. I don't quite know how you get there, but
Well,
he must really be all knowing, I guess, you know?
well, where is your voice coming from?
I don't everywhere. You know, it's one of those heaven things. I don't quite understand it. I would have think you'd understand it more than me. I mean, you were the freaking Pope and got the first-hand relationship. Hey,
I mean,
I still got $50. Are you open to maybe
Rotate.
putting in a good word with the big
George out. Rotate.
Oh,
Melissa
such
in.
an
Road trip.
amazing memory.
Tristan out. Stay out, Felicia.
Oh, well, that was quite interesting.
Yes.
Dog.
Now, Mummy, can I please ask you a favor? I really, really love my musician fellow, as you call him. Will you try really hard to have an open mind and be nice to him? Because I'm a little nervous, okay? Just a little.
Are you expecting me to change my personality for the sake of someone that you have barely known for a month? Are you going to tell me that you're pregnant next, for God's sake?
I am not pregnant. And if you consider the fact that we've talked almost all day and all night, every day for a month, that almost triples it to 3 months. So please give him a chance. I think he'll just love you if you give him a
Rotate.
chance.
Bad date.
Oh. What were you saying? I see you're not wearing a face cover this time.
Unmute.
Hmm. I see that. Did you become deaf too? Or are we doing hand sign language now? Or are you...
Rotate. It might be
You want
better
me
to
to
not
guess what
hear.
you're saying?
Rotate. George, prison. Kyle and George.
I'm in solitary. Thanks for coming to visit me.
Anytime, because it's been a while and I just wanted to see you.
Well, you can't. They said I was too disruptive in the showers and everything. They
I see.
put me in here.
I see. It's very weird having to just talk to you and hear you from a voice. It's like a phone call, but no phone.
Listen, can you slide that feather under the door? It would make it being in here so much more tolerable.
And that was 5 corners. That's the way to bring it on back, George, with the old feather routine. Okay, so let's bring everybody in real quick. We've got our final game, which is going to be the driverless ride share. George and Felicia will be getting in first. They're on a date and they're having an affair. Melissa, his wife, will get into the car next and catch George having an affair. They'll be leaving, and then Felicia will be there when Kyle gets in, and Kyle has just looted a store. And then Tristan's going to get in. He'll be his parole officer, and that will be our quick driverless ride share. So everybody go ahead and mute and get off, minimize, and the car will pick you up. So get ready, Felicia and George, to get in the car. Okay, go ahead and minimize me too. Welcome to driverless ride share. I'm now coming up to the corner of 5th and Main to pick up George and Felicia. Please get in. Doors are opening now. Please get in the car. I see where you want me to take you. Car's going and moving.
Hello, hello.
That date was so awesome last night. I'm so happy to see you again.
Oh my gosh, I missed you so much. It feels like 100 years, and it was like only one night. How is that even possible?
I don't know, but I was thinking about you like all night.
Oh,
All night.
I was was doing the same, and then I had this amazing dream, and it was so hot. Oh my gosh. And we tried all kinds of stuff, and we just we took our drink and we poured it in each other's mouth and then kissed each other at the same time, and it was awesome, and you could taste it, and woo!
We slobbered all over each other. That's awesome. You know, I took a piece of your hair with me last night, and I kept it under my pillow.
Oh, wait, making a brief
so
stop for
sweet.
Melissa, George's wife. Please get in the car.
Ever said to me.
Please get in the car, Melissa.
God.
Oh,
This
I
is
know,
George.
been totally
He's having an
acting
affair with
weird.
this woman. Door's closing. We're moving.
I have to call you back.
Why don't you just tell her about us and y'all get a divorce and we can get married?
Excuse me?
Or hey,
Whoa.
George,
Excuse
just
who is this?
tell her.
Who is this little hussy in the car with you?
Hey, I'm not a hussy. Who
And
are
is
you
this
calling
underwear
hussy?
on the floor of the limousine? What is happening?
I don't know, but if I was you, I'd be pissed,
You're
and
in
I had a
love.
fight. You two should fight right now, because I
We're
would be
in
so
love.
pissed.
We're
About
in love. We're in love. I'm in. You're out. I'm sorry. It can't be stopped. We're in love and passion and fever.
Well, I was thinking there was a middle ground somewhere here that maybe we could figure out together, the three of us.
Oh, like a menage a trois?
Well,
You
that
know
was
what?
more.
We
that
are
was
going to have
more-
a menage a trois with our lawyer, George, the second we get out of this vehicle. I cannot believe you do this to me after we have triplets.
Car
My
pulling up
wife,
to
my
George
girlfriend,
and
I
Melissa's
go back into
house.
the car with you.
You have
Please,
triplets?
get out. You're hurting my
kids.
ears. George and Melissa, get the hell out of the car. Go. Now picking up Kyle in front of Macy's, who's just looted the store. Get in, Kyle. You've just looted Macy's. Door closing, and we're pulling out as quick as possible. He just looted Macy's.
Did you just rob someone?
I did. Look, I got a
You
whole bunch
robbed
of
a
watches and
store?
shit.
Oh my gosh. I don't want him to think I had anything to do with it. You're going to go to prison. There's going to be blue light.
That's if they catch me.
Well, how are you going to get away?
Well, I mean, obviously I was covered up. I mean, it's not like they're gonna catch me in the camera. They're just gonna think I'm like everybody else. So yeah.
We're pulling over
What?
right now to get
Was
Felicia out of the
everybody
car.
else covered up?
So, Felicia, you won't be caught when the police pick him up. Please get out of the car now. Watch, step over the homeless person. Please. And now picking up Tristan, Kyle's parole officer. Please get in. Kyle just looted Macy's. We thought you might want to know that, Tristan. Door closing.
Kyle. Did you looted? Is that true? Is this
What up,
true?
Kristen? No. What makes you say
You know
that?
what?
No,
I'm gonna write.
no, I didn't do
You
nothing.
can't be doing this, Kyle. We just had
I-
therapy,
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't loot no place.
and you lied to me.
I didn't. No.
What did you
think
steal
I-
this time? Feathers?
No, it's not like that last time. No, I did not
Okay.
steal feathers. All right.
You know how many
Pulling up to
times
the local
we've
police
been through the
station.
same conversation?
Pulling up to the local police station. Tristan, please,
It's enough.
go take Kyle in
I-
and book him. He'll be out in the streets
You
tomorrow
have-
because of
you
George
have-
Gascon.
You have a sickness. Let's go.
Please, get out.
All right.
Don't worry, you'll be on the streets tomorrow, Kyle. We have terrible DAs. And that's our show. Let's bring everybody back in. Come on in, everybody. That's our show. A little DA humor there, folks. Okay, it's the state of our country. And I'm Ken Scove. Let's give it up for Melissa.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
And Felicia.